Hello and welcome to your Twin Flame reading. Thank you so very much for joining me. Let's begin with a channeled message from your Twin Flame. Okay, we'll take that. Channeled message from your Twin Flame. Hope you guys are all doing well. Wishing you, again, a happy new year filled with love and blessings, wellness and prosperity. Okay. Please be advised that there are several imposter accounts that are pretending to be me that may be reaching out to you, asking you if you'd like a reading, asking you for payment. Please know that these are fake accounts that are scamming people. So please, if any of these accounts, if they're in contact with you, please report and block them to help keep our community safe. Thank you all so very much. Okay, so these are the words that are being channeled from your Twin Flame. So the first one we have is Free Spirit. The next card we have is Acceptance. And we have Mystery. So your Twin Flame is saying, in the recent past, it may have been difficult for you in our connection. It may have seemed like I wasn't available to you. It may have seemed that I was too busy for you. It may have seemed that I was not making you more of a priority. It may have seemed that I was being aloof and not really giving you the time or the energy that you wanted and that you needed. So it may have seemed to you that I was off doing my own thing, or maybe you thought I was preoccupied, or that you didn't matter to me. But the truth is, this love that you and I have is so different from anything else that I've ever felt. And the thing that I've realized is that even if we don't speak, even if I don't see you, that I still have these deep feelings of love for you. And I feel our connection no matter what the circumstances are. And it's like I tried everything I could to deny this feeling, deny this love, because these feelings for you are so intense that it feels like I'm losing control of my own emotions. Because being in this connection with you, it is so intense. My emotions are so intense. So not only is the love that I have for you intense, but when I feel any other emotion, it's intensified. When I feel happy and in love with you, it's intensified. When I feel uncertain, or when I feel any type of doubt, it's intensified. So rather than trying to find out how to deal with the intensity, I step in the opposite direction. Rather than come towards you, I'm off doing my own thing to try to temporarily distract myself from the intensity of our connection. Because that's why I'm so drawn to you, because the attraction I feel towards you is intense. The chemistry I feel with you is intense. It's like I've never felt this way towards anyone else. So at the beginning, it really intrigued me and I wanted to feel more. I wanted to just feel this connection with you. And in doing so, just brought up, like turned up the intensity. So it was why I needed to step away. It was why I need to hold myself back sometimes, because the intensity of the emotions felt scary. And it was like trying to figure out a mystery. It was like I was trying to understand what this was, what this connection is between you and I. And maybe you have more of an understanding of what this is, because maybe I don't know what the term twin flame is, or maybe I've never heard of it before. And so there's no explanation for me as to why I feel this way about you. So I'm still trying to figure out. And I feel that it's my journey to understand why I feel this way so that it doesn't scare me. And during this time where maybe I've had to step away, I'm in more of acceptance of this love. I may not say it to you, I may not communicate it to you, but I do feel that I have accepted that these feelings for you are undeniable. These feelings I have for you are real, and the feelings don't go away. It's like, even if I try to hide, even if I try to run maybe to someone else to hide from you, it's not that I don't have feelings for you, it's I'm hiding from my feelings. So I'm still going through this process of discovering that I don't have to deny love. I don't have to be afraid of the intensity, that what you and I have is intense because it's passion. This intensity is passion that you and I feel for one another. And so I am now in more of acceptance rather than running away. And in this acceptance, what's been happening is that my love for you has even deepened and grown. And I am working on not running from love. I'm working on believing that I deserve love. Because before you, I didn't believe that I deserved love. And so I'm still working on knowing that I deserve to experience this beautiful love that I've never felt before. And so I hope you'll continue to be patient with me on this journey and know that I am working on what I need to work on so that I can have the confidence to accept your love so that I can feel worthy of accepting your love. So that is your channeled message. So that is so beautiful. Okay, so let's continue on and see where you are at on the journey. It may have been just based on the messages that I'm getting from clients, you may have been feeling calm. Maybe things are quiet, or you've had some kind of, you're reacting to something of your twin flame that even when in separation, you're just having a reaction to them that is creating a lot of emotions to come up. So this is all very natural. So let's dive right in and see where you are at. Where are you at on the journey? Can we please gain insight into where you are at on the journey? Where are you at on the journey? And just a reminder that I will be uploading an extended to this where we go more in depth to their messages to you. We'll do some secret messages from your twin flame. We'll go more into their intentions and what actions that they are going to have towards you. So that'll all be coming up in the extended reading. So do click on the link below. Okay, so where you're at, so this says replenish. And then we have choice. So I'm seeing here that maybe in the last little while you've been working on replenishing your energy. So maybe you've been recharging your energy, taking time off to recharge your batteries. You've been doing things to nourish your body, your soul, your spirit, your emotional well-being, your mental well-being. So this has been, first of all, a great way to kind of close off the end of the year to begin this new year. So when you're replenishing, it's because you've been experiencing like replenishing, like you're refueling because you've been giving out so much energy. So where you're at on the journey is that you've been giving a lot of your focus, your attention, your energy to your twin flame and your connection. So whatever is happening in your connection is so that you can replenish yourself, so that you can recharge your batteries. So for some, it may be like forcing time apart or forcing you to focus on you. So again, if you're being triggered by any kind of negative emotion from your twin flame or the connection, it's a message from the universe for you to focus on your emotional well-being, to focus on why, well, maybe not so much why you're feeling the way you are, but more to what you need to do to get back into balance with feeling good and feeling positive about your connection. So everything that's been happening really is to guide you back to balance. So any hurt that may have come up for you, or even if it's like silence, not hearing from your twin flame and feeling hurt, these are all to bring your awareness, because the universe is saying it's time to focus on your joy and happiness without depending on someone outside of you. And for a lot of twin flames, you're going through this because there was this dependency where if I don't have my twin flame, I can't be happy. Or if they don't reach out to me, I can't be happy. So the universe is saying that you have it in reverse. The universe is saying the process to union is to have happiness first, to do whatever you can to release feelings of sadness and loneliness and hurt and pain and rejection, and then comes union. So it's being in a state of balance and harmony, neutrality, love, abundance. It's coming from that state which will attract to you union. So it's how to align within to balance and harmony, which will bring you to union. So again, not to be alarmed if you've been having a challenging time over the last month or during the holidays, because it was to bring your awareness to something that needs your attention. So just think of when there is like any type of pain within the body, it's to bring our awareness there to say, well, it's a symptom of something. So just like the physical body, when we have painful emotions, it's to bring our awareness there so that we can see that the cause of the pain is what we need to focus on. So in most cases, it's to bring release, to bring healing, to bring balance and harmony. So not to be alarmed if you've been maybe struggling with certain emotions that may have come up, and even the recurring emotions of abandonment, rejection, feeling neglected, feeling not accepted. These are all very common emotions that come up all the time because it's our way of bringing awareness to what needs our attention. So a lot of the times these are painful memories, emotional memories that stem from our childhood, because our childhood is where we adopt beliefs and patterns regarding love, regarding relationships. So it is just a matter of letting go of these emotions, and the way we let them go is to actually feel them, to sit with them, no matter how uncomfortable it is, no matter how much we don't want to, no matter how much we try to avoid it by not having time. It's kind of like having a little child and they're feeling sad or angry or hurt or abandoned or neglected. It's like telling the child to not feel those feelings and just go on their way. It's pretty much the same thing. If we don't allow ourselves the time and space to feel our emotions, it's like you're suppressing them and not allowing you to process them so that you can let them go. Because when we feel them, that's when we release them. When we let go of the emotions, that's how we know that we're healing. So you're needing to replenish, you're needing to recharge your emotional batteries, because the twin flame connection is like the number one thing that can trigger your emotions, that can cause you to spiral, that can cause you to stay in a negative state, because your twin flame connection is meant to guide you back into inner harmony. But first, we have to get through the disharmony to get back into harmony. So we just do that by feeling everything, by going through that storm, knowing that the storm will subside and the sun will come out again. So, not to worry if you've been experiencing these things. This is a very natural part of the journey. And then we have choice. So, for a lot of you, you're being confronted with a choice of, do you stay on the journey, or do you get off the journey to be with someone else? And I want to say, for those of you, when there is contemplation of being with someone else, it's always because you're considering getting off the journey. And that in itself stems from feelings that you don't want to feel: abandoned, rejected, neglected. So you're being faced with a choice of moving through these emotions and replenishing your energy or not. It's just plain and simple as that. It's either you choose to continue on the journey, and when you choose the journey, you're choosing to go through the storm, because the storm is what's there because of your connection. The storm subsides when you get to the other side. So it's very doable, and a lot of you have been doing this, almost like not having a choice. You just want to feel better, even though sometimes we don't know how or if we're going to feel better. But by not giving up on the journey, you're choosing to go through the storms. So whatever you're choosing is right for you. Wherever you are is where you are meant to be. So your choices are very, very important when it comes to union, because by choosing to continue to love your twin flame, even though they're not giving you reason to love them, you're learning how to love unconditionally. Because even if they're showing up in the connection the way you don't want them to, or they're not showing up the way you want them to, you're realizing that you still love them. And you're like, this makes no sense. Why do I love them and they're not showing up for me the way I want? It's because you're seeing that you are loving them unconditionally. But your brain is saying, but wait, I shouldn't love them because they're not doing what I want, because they're not following my rules or giving into what I want. It's like the ego taken over completely, because it is this expectations, these rules, where twin flame love goes beyond those type of restrictions. It's about flow and freedom of choice and unconditional love. So you're beginning to see that you've been loving your twin flame all this time even though they haven't been showing up for you. And you're like, I know, and I don't want to. Yeah, nobody wants to. No one wants to keep loving someone and they're not, like, for like without reason, because that is the old way of what we've been conditioned as to how to be in a relationship, how to love. We are taught that we can only love if you are good. You can only love if you're doing the right thing. You can only love if you follow the rules. But what you're seeing is that you love them even if they're not good. You love them even though they don't follow the rules. And you know what that is? That's unconditional love. And you're like, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to love them unconditionally. It makes no sense. Exactly. Doesn't make sense, but what we learn from the great masters, the ascended masters, the teachers who have walked the planet is the only way that we can really ascend to our highest selves is by loving one another and loving ourselves unconditionally. So that's despite everything and in spite of everything, you still love. And you're experiencing this because even if you don't hear a peep from your twin flame, you still love them. Even if they're not with you or they're with someone else, you still love them. Why? Because you're watching this video. I know, you still love them. You still love them. And it makes no sense because the way of twin flame love is not of the ego. It's of a more spiritual nature. So you're having to make the choice. And for some of you, you change your mind every day, which is natural. For some of you, you're still choosing your twin flame despite not wanting to, despite them being out in left field, like totally off the journey. Like, you still choose them because your heart chooses them, because your heart won't stop loving them, because that is unconditional love. So as much as your mind can say, don't love them, don't give in, find someone new, stay married to someone else or marry someone else or date other people, like your mind, your brain can say that all day long. But at the end of the day, you know what your heart says. And it doesn't even say anything. Your heart just feels love for your twin flame. And it's frustrating. I know, it's so like, doesn't make sense. But this is how we learn that, oh, so even if they don't show up for me, even if I don't hear from them, even if they don't love me the way I want to be loved, I still love them. So this, I guess, is what unconditional love is. Yes. Yes, it is. And do we like it? At the beginning, no. But then as we go deeper and deeper into what soul love, what spiritual love is, you're like, yeah, this is what it is. And it's much more fulfilling than how we used to be in relationships, which was all based on the ego. Like, I'm only going to give you if you give me. Everything has to be fair. If you cheat on me, I'm going to cheat on you. If you're with someone, I'm going to be with someone. Like, that's the old way. And until we really let go of that ego way of relating, or being in relation, union, true union, will elude us. So this is why twin flames are in separation, because we have to really understand, not just feel. We have to understand and know what unconditional love is, because right now you're feeling unconditional love, because no matter what, you still love them, no matter what, even when you don't want to, even when you don't choose them, you still love them. So you're acting in a way that's loving unconditionally, or you feel it, even though you're fighting it. So we're letting go of the old ways of love. So where you are is where you need to be. So it's perfect for you. And in time, you will look back on this and say, yeah, it was really tough to understand why I kept loving my twin flame, even when it made no sense, even when they were not even round. It's what happens. It's what happens. Okay. So let us see where they are at on the journey. Where is your twin flame at on the journey? Where's your twin flame at on the journey? Yeah. We'll use this deck. Where's your twin flame at on the journey? So these flew out of the deck. Okay. We have relaxation. So they're pretty much going through what you are, because of you replenishing, like charging your batteries. They're having to also balance their state of being, their schedule, their work life. They're needing to balance. So they may have been experiencing being super busy because they've been trying to avoid having to deal with their emotions. So the universe is like putting them in a timeout, saying you need to like relax, unwind, recharge your batteries. So they are going through what you're going through as well. But I love how this says letting go and this says breaking free. So this is amazing, because whatever has been holding them back doesn't have a hold on them anymore. So it's like energetically they're breaking free and they're letting go. Because it's one thing to break free, but if they're not letting go, it's like it's like they're still stuck. But they are letting go. They're also letting go of, thoughts or feelings that have been holding them back from you. I really feel like the universe has come in to help them let go of such thoughts that were limiting them. And so they're breaking free from what was holding them back from you. So this is so exciting, because you're here saying, I don't know if I want to keep loving them. They're in more of this energy of they're closer to you. And it may take time, well, it always takes time for it to catch up in the 3D, but where they are on an emotional level is that they're much closer to you now, because they've broken free and they've let go of everything that has been holding them back. So it may take some time before they reach out or before they reconnect, because the universe is stepping in saying, okay, you need to spend more time relaxing, you need more downtime, you need more sleep, you need more self-care. So they may be focusing on that, but then when they're feeling much better and stronger, then they will be moving towards you. So that is so exciting. So I feel like where you're both at is that your paths are parallel. You're moving in the same direction. And for them, it's like, I want to say for both of you, it's just like you're battling your own thoughts and your beliefs. So what I always like to say is I ask Archangel to protect me from my own thoughts, because it's my thoughts that get in the way. It's my attachment to old beliefs. So I ask Archangel Michael to protect me from my own limiting thoughts and beliefs. So you can definitely do the same as well. So I'm loving this. I'm loving this. So let us see what is what are they overcoming? What are you both overcoming? What are you both overcoming? Okay, these just flew out, so we'll take them. I need more time. So when I see this card, it's like an energy of like stalling. Like, you know, when you like stalling for time, like I need more time, I'm not yet there. So what you're both overcoming is fear. Because when you're stalling, it's because you're fearing union, or you're fearing the changes that you both have to make in order to be in union. So this is very natural, but you're overcoming it. Overcoming fear is no small task. Because sometimes we don't even know what the fear is. And sometimes it's difficult to overcome it because we may not know how to overcome our fear either. So what I always suggest is, you know, thinking of the worst case scenario and being okay with it, somehow being able to come in acceptance of it. And then the more you do that, the easier it is to overcome that fear. So whatever you guys are doing, you and your twin flame are overcoming this fear of union. So there's no more stalling for time. Like, I'm not ready. So if any of you or your twin flames have been thinking, well, I need this to happen first before I come into union, that is kind of like you guys are overcoming that. Because it is just a limiting belief that you both may have had that you're now overcoming. So that's amazing. And again, a way of dealing with that fear is going within, telling your inner child that there's nothing to be afraid of, that no matter what happens, you are not going to abandon them, because that's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of abandonment once you come into union with your twin flame. And so you just reassure your inner child that you're always going to be there. I want justice. So this is amazing that you're overcoming this, because this justice card is almost like revenge energy, like vengeful. And sometimes it's like you're not even aware of it, but it just stems from resentment and anger, which stem from pain. So you're releasing the pain, you're releasing the anger and resentment so that you don't feel like you need to be vengeful anymore. Maybe you have in a long time have felt like they need to pay for how you felt. The universe is really stepping in and saying, well, you need to heal from that, and then you won't feel that way anymore. And then all will be right again in the world. But you're letting go of this resentment and anger that you've been holding on to for so long. So that's good, because it's time. It doesn't serve you to hold on to this anger and resentment. I am deceiving you. So thank goodness you guys are overcoming this need to not be truthful with how you feel, or not be honest with how you feel, or not being vulnerable with how you feel. Like, you guys are overcoming this. So, whew, because when there's any type of deception, it keeps twin flames in separation. So please do keep that in mind. There is no room in twin flame love. It will keep you in separation. Twin flame connection, like separation happens when there's any deception. Even if that's deceiving yourself, even if you're not being truthful with yourself, not being honest with yourself, it keeps you at a distance from your twin flame. Twin flame union cannot thrive on any dishonesty, any. The moment there's dishonesty, even if it's a thought, it causes a wall between you, and eventually it will cause physical separation again and again and again. So it's like, this is how we learn how to be completely honest. And it might take a lot of work, because we are taught at a very young age to be dishonest. We're taught to hide our feelings. We're taught to hide the truth. We learn to lie in order to feel loved, in order to not be punished, in order to feel accepted. So it can take a while for us to learn how to always speak our truth at all times. Because even little lies, even white lies, is not the truth. So it's going to take time before, we all learn how to speak only the truth. Because anything that is deceptive just builds a thicker, higher wall between you. Because what it essentially does is that it builds separation to your authentic self. Whenever you speak a lie, you are going against the truth of who you are. So you're creating separation with yourself, which mirrors as separation with your twin flame. It's okay. You guys are getting over this. We're all getting over this. So yay. Yay. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Okay. Let's carry on with guidance for you. Can we please receive guidance for you and your twin flame? Guidance for you and your twin flame. Please be gentle, because I feel like this is a great reading, but it's like, a lot of it is sometimes hard to hear. It's like, why can't it be easy? We just want it to be easy. I know, right? Why can't it just be easy? Okay, so the first one we have is phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Amazing. This is so positive. So when it feels like it's the end, even when you're feeling like you're at the end of your rope and you couldn't possibly love your twin flame anymore because of the situation, because of your turmoil, it's a new beginning. When you feel like, okay, I've given up, when you feel like you've already given up, you wake up the next day and it's a chance for a new beginning. And so the news cycle begins again. And even if that just is a 24-hour cycle, it's like, okay, let's see how I feel today. And you choose again, and then you just go day by day. So the universe is saying that whenever it feels like you've come to the end, rejoice in that, because it's a new beginning. Tomorrow is a new day, and it brings with it new opportunity and possibility for love. It's all a matter of choice. So this card is also saying that illusions are being released. Illusions are being revealed. So the truth is coming to light. And even if that's just coming from your own knowing, and you know that it's right when it's coming from a place of love, when it's coming from a place of calm and balance, I want to say. So the guidance here is to know that everything comes in phases and cycles. So when you feel like it's over, when you even may have let go, tomorrow's another day. And it all depends on what you choose, but it's just cycles. It's cycles of letting go and coming back home, letting go and coming into union. It's just a series of phases and cycles. So not to worry, because wherever you are on the cycle, on the journey, is part of the journey. And all paths lead home. So it's just about going through all these phases and cycles of endings, beginnings, endings, beginnings. It's just like the seasons, right? There's the beginning of a season, the middle of a season, the end of a season, and then a new season begins. So that's what is really happening with your twin flame connection. It's going through its cycles. And as you go through every cycle, you get closer and closer to harmony and union and home. I love it. So this one says, Lady Venus, downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. So again, illusions are being revealed. Truth is being revealed. So again, it's like letting go of deception. You're overcoming this deception or deceptive energy. You're overcoming that, and it's here in the guidance that we are moving into a vibration that we can only speak our truth, that saying lies will almost feel foreign, like you won't be able to. These higher vibrations are only able to hold the truth. So truth is being revealed. As much as people may want to try to lie, the truth will come out. So say, for example, and I'm just making this up randomly, a person is lying about, for example, their age. So they lie about it, but the truth is in their voice, that like they're telling the truth even though they think they're lying. they're actually speaking the truth. I don't know if that's a good example, but it's just what popped into my head. The guidance. So there's an intention of not saying the truth. So even maybe someone is hiding the way they feel, hiding their love, but in their language, like they're speaking love. Yeah, interesting. So we're having these downloads and understanding. The universe is downloading new software where, you know, we try to lie, but the truth, we speak the truth. And you're like, darn it, I didn't mean to say that. It's like we're all under, we have this truth serum where we have to speak the truth, even though we know we should lie, something like that. And not that we know we should lie, but, you know, out of habit or out of being protective of your heart, you're not going to be vulnerable and say what you feel. So you lie and you say that you're okay, but you're really not. But instead of lying, the truth is coming out and saying, I'm not okay. And you're like, why did I say that? So that kind of thing. Interesting. We're gonna imagine living in a society where everyone just spoke the truth. Like, how bizarre would that be? Everyone just spoke their truth of what's in their heart. Not really like ego, but what they feel coming from their soul, because that's the truth. That'd be crazy. Everyone just speaking vulnerably from their heart. I feel that's the message here too, that we must always speak from our heart, because that way we don't get ourselves in trouble. Like, as children, we think by lying, we're going to stay out of trouble. By lying, we're going to protect ourselves. By lying, we're not going to get punished. But the universe is saying, you know, the truth shall set you free. And we just have to keep that in mind. Okay. Okay, so let's carry on with what's coming up for you and your twin flame. What is coming up for you and your twin flame? And then we're going to delve even deeper to see what your twin flame's secret messages are in the extended reading. We're going to see what their intentions are to you, and we're going to see what their actions are towards you. So I hope to see you at the extended. What's coming up for you in your twin flame? What's coming up for you in your twin flame? Ooh, okay. Okay. So, as we said earlier, you're both overcoming your fears. So when you both overcome your fears, there's nothing that's going to be able to stop you from coming into union. This says fear. And as we determined earlier, that you're overcoming is the fear of union. Universe is stepping in because, see, you're being guided daily by the Ascended Masters. If you see the infinity symbol right here, infinity symbol is a symbol for twin flames. So they're working on your union. Even though you may be digging in your heels out of fear, or your twin flame may be doing that, you both are probably doing it without you even realizing it. But your twin flame, your guides, the universe, the Ascended Masters are really helping you release the brakes. So there's going to be some plans that your twin flame is going to be making towards you, or communicating with you, or planning your meeting. So get ready for that. That's exciting. You're letting go of this focusing on the lack. So this is amazing because you're now going to be focused on what you want rather than focusing on what you don't want. The universe is like guiding you. Focus on this because this feels good. Focus on this because this feels good. And being in that vibration, it's just going to magnetize your twin flame to you. So keep doing that. Keep focusing on what you do want and zero focus on what you don't want. Okay, so this really is about living passionately. So you're not going to be playing it safe anymore because you're overcoming your fears. And so see these fireworks, this is you living your passion, living passionately and feeling that intense passion together with your twin flame. So no more table for one. It's now table for two. And it's living that passionately together. I love it. And then we have you aligning with your higher self. So bye-bye ego. That may sound scary for some, but that's like attachment to the old. It's your inner child holding on to familiarity, to holding on to the past, to holding on like ego. But this is you ascending. This is you aligning with your higher self. And as you align with your higher self, so does your twin flame. Amazing. And then we have a beautiful union card. So this is coming up for you. And you know that you're close to union when you really feel on top of the world. That you really feel deserving, not because of anything, just because you feel it, just because you know it. That's how you know union is close, is that you feel deserving. Like, I feel deserving, yay! When you're in that vibration, often without any reason to feel that way, you've just come into that feeling or taught yourself how to feel that, or you just embrace that, believe it, accept it. Being in that vibration is cause for union. So this is so amazing. So you're on track. No matter where you are on the journey, whether you choose it or not, keep in mind, if you choose something other than union, which is completely fine, it prolongs your union. So it's just like if your twin flame chooses to date someone else, it's going to prolong union. So if you choose to date someone else or choose to be with someone else, union is prolonged. It makes sense, right? If you're both available for union, therefore union can happen sooner. So hopefully this helps, and I say all of this with so much love and so much respect for where you are, because this journey is hard. And the only reason why it's hard is because we're literally fighting ourselves. We're literally wanting to stay in our ego and like not want to be our higher selves. But it's time. The universe is intervening, stepping in, guiding you, messaging you. Step into alignment, because gone are the days of 3D life. We're stepping into a new vibration, so we must embrace our higher selves in order to be in that higher vibration. And you're doing great. I know you are. You wouldn't be here listening to this hour-long reading if you weren't meant to be here. So I know you're doing great. and I applaud you, and I support you, and I encourage you, because wherever you are on the journey is where you're meant to be. So you're doing great. I believe in you. Okay? So believe in yourself and believe and know that you deserve everything that you want in life, especially love, especially twin flame union. It is meant for you. It's just, you got to put our ego aside and be who we are truly meant to be. So thank you, thank you, thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for showing up even on the days when you don't feel like it. Thank you. The universe thanks you. Your twin flame thanks you. Your inner children thank you, and I thank you. So please do join me in the extended, where again, we're going to get some secret love messages from your twin flame. We're going to go in deeper and see what their intentions are, their thoughts towards you, what their actions are going to be. And we will just gain more and more insight to these energies that we have here. So feel free to join me. And if you do, I thank you. And if you don't, I still thank you. If you just want to go ahead and book a twin flame reading with me, feel free to do so. Feel free to either email me or message me on Instagram. Or there are also coaching packages available for you, and my 12-week online course, which is meant to help you come into alignment. It's meant to support you, encourage you, and guide you on your journey into union. So I thank you, thank you, thank you. And until next time, I'm wishing you all so much love and peace.